we're going to be doing a semi-low profile wreath today, the pancake method. So as I said, hopefully you can see the sign. It says, society says I'm autistic, God says I'm perfect, and I would agree. And actually last week when we were given the tour of my craft room, my neighbor mentioned to the group that her son is autistic. So I will be making this sign. All right. And hey, Nikki, the other Nikki, I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to take my shoes off. All right. So what I'm going to do, this time I didn't pre-make the form because I figured I would just show you guys what I'm doing. I'm using a 14-inch work form. And what I'm going to do is I have 12 of the pipe cleaners. And I'm going to put 3 on each of the rings. So I'm going to have 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. How's everybody doing on this Wednesday? We had a little bit of rain, well, a lot of rain, but it stopped since. So how are you guys in Pennsylvania? If anybody's out there. I came on for just a quick minute on Monday because some of the supplies for my wreath making class in May came, and so the group, hey Jeremy, so the group helped me decide which mesh I was going to match with each of the signs. So now I just have to order the ribbon that will match. And once I do that, I'll show everyone, and I'll probably do one of the signs that I'm going to do for the class because I would like to have one already done so that they can see what the end product is going to look like, and then I will actually walk them through the steps as well. If you're looking from the outside, or watching from the outside rather, come on in and say hello. I appreciate you. Hey, Caress. I appreciate you taking some time out and hanging out with me. I will get through I don't think I took out enough pipe cleaners. And I'm hoping I cut enough mesh. We shall see. All right. Does anyone have any plans for this weekend? My husband's basketball team has a makeup game on Saturday, so we will be hanging out Saturday afternoon while the varsity teams plays basketball. Thanks, Caress. I may have to cut some more ribbon tails as well, but so far I've gone ahead and put the pipe cleaners on each of the sections. And for those of you who just coming in, this is what we'll be making. The sign says, society says I'm autistic, God says I'm perfect. So I have this red checkered paired up with yellow polka dots, and then the checkered is paired up with the yellow checkered. So what I'm going to do is make some space. So I cut the mesh at about 28 inches. I'm just going to fold it in just a little bit. I was fortunate this time it didn't fray as much. Then I'm just going to gather it. And I'm going to do the pancake method to a certain extent. And then I'm just going to tuck this side into. And then I'm going to get it as close to the center. Gather it up tight. I feel like that got my fingernail that time. And I'm still going to do like I would have done if for the pancake method. I'm going to just gather a little bit, but it has a little bit more curve this time. So it doesn't sit as flat as it would using the pancake method. Hey, Nina. Again, my partner in crime, Susan, isn't here with me, so she's normally here reading the comments, but I did buy myself a little stand so that I can see the comments as they come, and hopefully I don't miss anyone. If I do, I will definitely get back to you when I review the video at the end. So I'm just tucking the ends. Oops, this one came loose. All right. And I'm going to do all of the bottom row first and then work my way back. So I'm just tucking the ends here. This mesh is kind of thick. Nina, I'm sure you'll like this wreath because it has blue in it. I like the royal blue too. Actually, I went through a phase when probably in my teens, blue was my favorite color till probably I started to fall in love with purple, and then orange came into the picture too. So again, I'm just folding this in. I could have used a clip to help me, but I decided not to on this time. Alright, so I'm just tucking it under a little bit. This past weekend, really, one of the coaches that I follow, she had a master bow making session. I think it started Thursday into Sunday. Julie with Southern Charm Reeves, and she showed us different ways to make a bow, and just with single ribbon, multiple ribbons, different styles. So I haven't had a chance to practice any of the things that she's taught, but I plan to probably on Sunday after church start trying some of the other techniques, because at the craft show that I'm doing in June, I plan to have a few bows out for each of the seasons and using the different techniques that she taught. So I'm looking forward to that. Jeremy, are you losing signal? Because it keeps showing that you're watching, but multiple times. Is the connection bad? Is anyone cooking Easter dinner? I don't think Trent thought much about it, because when we went grocery shopping, we didn't buy anything for Sunday. So we're going to have to probably do that tomorrow. Although it'll probably just be he and I. But we'll still get something cooked. I'm loving that it's thick, because it makes the wreath full. You don't want to see the wreath form when you're finished. So it's nice to have a mesh that covers it even before you get the ribbon added. The only thing about this mesh is that it definitely hooks onto things. So if not my clothes, my fingernails. So again, I'm just bringing the ends around, but I'm not making it flat. So there's a little curve to it. Let me move this out of the way. I'm almost finished this bottom section, and I'm definitely going to have to cut some more mesh. You guys are quiet. unless I'm not seeing your comments. Last one. Once this is in, I will go back and we're going to add our ribbon, our tails. So let's start with the red and white checkered and the yellow checkered. Because the sign is colorful, we could have, hey Donna, oh no problem, I'm glad you were able to make it. We could have used, you know, I've seen some, although it doesn't have green in this one, a lot of times in the ribbon there's a green. We could have added some green, but I decided to stick to just the blue, the yellow, and the red. All right, so now I paired up the checkered with the polka dots, because again, I like the polka dots. I feel like they make me smile, so if I can use it, I will. And I'm just going to alternate between the two sets. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to cut off the excess pipe cleaner because it's not needed. And then I'll just tuck it under. And then once we get the sign on, that'll hide a lot of that. You won't even see it. Donna, I was asking everyone if they had any plans for the weekend. It's your birthday weekend, so do you have anything planned? I know that there's a delay, but I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me. I'm doing the bottom layer first, and then I will work my way into the center of the form. Because I didn't do not necessarily the pancake method, I'm just trying to get it so that the ribbons lay over top of it. Oh, Linda, I love Dutch's Daughter. I'm trying to think. Right, I guess at the beginning of COVID, I think we went there as a for one of our team meetings. But I hear their brunches are nice. Oh, nice, Donna. So you're already getting your gifts. Jeremy, are you going to Chris's for Easter? To hang out with little Michael? Me too, Linda. We used to go there all the time for lunch meetings, going away parties, but I've never done the brunch. I think, I don't know if it was Mother's Day brunch, but I think it may have been the Easter Day brunch. My coworker was saying how much she enjoyed it. But that's nice. Okay. I started my patterns backwards, so I have to remember so I don't get confused. One of the signs that we picked for the craft show, I'm sorry, for the my wreath making class says, I believe, hello summer, and it has a nice big old watermelon in the center. So I'm going to try to get some bright ribbon to match, and then throw in some of the watermelon ribbon as an accent. And everyone voted that they wanted the purple mesh for that sign. And there was a big debate about the second one. Some people wanted the fuchsia, some people wanted the hot pink, and then someone said, how about you do a little of both? So we'll see what happens. I'm excited and nervous for the classes. I'm just wondering, because, you know, COVID is still in effect, will people be willing to come out to take the class? So we'll see what happens. I'm getting a little wire came out. It was hooked onto it. I must say, I'm proud of myself. I had one of my friends, Clayton, show me how to start editing some of my videos. And so, because we always have technical issues at the beginning of these videos, I have to go through and make some edits. But I'm doing pretty well. Sometimes Facebook doesn't want to act right, and it took me a week to download the Easter wreath that I did that had the yellow egg, because for whatever reason, when it downloaded, the last 5 minutes wouldn't show. So luckily last night, I was able to get it to download, so I have it uploaded. Hey, Aunt Mary. I have it uploaded on my YouTube channel, and I think it's supposed to show this evening. All right. This is the last one, and so I'll have to cut a couple more ribbons because I think I miscounted. Because I said 12, and I should have done 18, I believe. But that's okay, because this will give me a chance to show you how I cut the mesh and how I cut the ribbon. Amira, did I read that you guys are going to Georgia? I can't wait to be able to go somewhere. We haven't, since COVID hit, we haven't gone anywhere. My husband has been back to Connecticut, but I wasn't able to go because someone had to watch the dog. So, all right, so this is what I have so far. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some more pieces of the mesh. I might have to get another spool out, but that's okay. Yep. All right, we'll have to get another one. So I'm going to do... This is long enough. I have leftover from a previous project, so I will just use this. And I'm just going to clean up this edge here so that I get a nice clean cut. Oh, great. I'm hoping Jeremy will be able to get his done soon. I know it's summertime, but we're ready for football season, and so we want to get some tickets to the WVU football games, and I want to make sure he has at least a shot before we go. So hopefully he'll get a notice that he can go in and get his first one. All right. All right, so I'm going to bring this back over, and then I'm going to gather No way, Aunt Mary. young. Oh, that's awesome. The McLeod girls have good genes. You guys look great. Well, we're going to work on something because I'm making a autism awareness wreath tonight. Nina, if you're still on, I have some ideas for your son's graduation wreath. I was thinking about maybe getting one of his senior pictures and maybe like a 2x3 size and get a little frame to attach it. And if the school has a, hey, Christy, oh no, no worry about being late. I'm glad you're here. If the school has a pendant, maybe I can add that as well with the colors. So we'll have to get together to see so that maybe you can send those things and I can add it to the wreath. Hi, Diane. This mesh is thick. 2 more pieces for the top. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with this mesh, only because it does a job on your fingernails. I don't get manicures, you know, so they're not painted, but it's still they really start to snag on them. And then I'll have to cut some more ribbon. So I'm going to get my perfect tail. And I cut the ribbon at 13 inches, so I'm going to get that out. And I need 6 of those. I'm just going to dovetail the ends. And I'm just cutting away from the fold to make the little ducktail. All right, and then I just need 3 each of the yellow ribbons. And if you were doing this yourself at home, you don't have that, you can easily use, you know, your ruler to help you. Some of my wire just decided to come out. So let's cut them off because those want to cut me. It won't go back in. Thought I was going crazy. I knew I cut 3. Okay, well, I will be offering a class in Berryville in May. So once it's finalized at the recreation center where it's being held, I will send out a notice to everyone. I would love for you to attend, Diane. Just cutting off the wires. Sometimes the wires come out, and sometimes you can push them back in. Sometimes you can't. But if you get stuck by one, you know, crafting is definitely a combat sport. So I sure will, Diane. I asked a lady that's in charge if she could promote it as a great Mother's Day gift or an outing for mother and daughter or son and mother. So hopefully we will get some moms in there that want to decorate their house or give a gift to their mother. Okay. So now we're just going to add this last set of ribbons. Yeah, so bring your mom. I think it'll be a fun outing. And you'll leave with a pretty wreath to decorate your door or keep inside. So I am just alternating the colors here. Well, actually not the colors, the designs. Just want to curl these over the top here. Okay. Yes, blue is Zena's favorite color too. And Nina showed off her wreath that she got today as well. So thank you for purchasing from me. So we're almost done. This yellow check and this red check, the fabric is kind of soft, so it doesn't want to form as easily as the polka dot one, but it's okay. Yes, I am tying the ribbon in the mesh. Using the pipe cleaner that we have. So we laid the pipe cleaner down first, and then we put in the mesh. Now we're tying in the tails. Dina, I'm glad you love it. All right, so this is it before we get the sign and the bow on. So those colors are really pretty. Again, the yellow helps it pop out. So again, here's our sign. We're doing autism awareness. Society says I'm autistic. God says I'm perfect. So we're just going to look for a good spot that will help cover up some of the pipe cleaner, but I can also cover it up with the bow. I'm trying to think I'm going to put the bow at the bottom or the top. I normally do stuff on the side, but I think I might live a little dangerously, and I might do it on the bottom today. So I attached the pipe cleaner to the back. Again, I will always give Carol credit because I just love this technique. I put a dab of glue, then I stapled it. I'm sorry, I put a dab of glue, inserted my pipe cleaner, stapled, and then added some more glue to secure it. So I'm loving that. Much easier than worrying about the foam that I would have to cut. So. just want to attach this. And I'm not going to put it inside of one of the ribbons. I don't want to squish the ribbon down. I just wanted to cover it up a little bit. So I'm just going to fix the ribbons that are underneath, get those pulled out. Okay. Oops. Here's our sign. And then what I'm going to do is I'll tighten this up at the end, but then I'm going to add my bow right here at the bottom. Okay, see that? All right, let the fun begin. So I'm going to, in addition to the ribbons that I used inside the wreath, I'm going to add this denim blue as well, just to give it some more texture. Forgive me, I like to clean as I go, and I know I probably could do it later. Thank you, Christy. All right. Let's see how long I want to make my tails. That's good. Oh, thanks, Linda. I think I'm going to do 6-inch loops for all of them. We're just at the end of this one, so let's see. I might be doing 5.5. I have more, but we'll see. And I'm thinking I'm going to make the loops all the same size and see how that looks. This blue in now. Actually, I think I'm going to add this first, and then this will be also the top. Just do 2, and again I'm doing 6-inch loops. They may be just a tad bit larger or smaller than 6-inch, but close enough. Thank you. do the polka dots, and then the last color will be the pieces, color pieces. And because I love the polka dots, we'll do 2 loops of those. All right, and then we are going to finish it off with I'm going to do 2 and then just a center one so you don't see the zip tie when I gather it all together. So it's going to get a little loop. Cut that off. All right. I'm just going to attach it with a zip tie and then add a pipe cleaner. And Donna, I want to tell you, I believe I saw Christy, who's on this live, and I think even Julie may have done it. I think I saw them put the holder down. Inside, so maybe that's something that I'll try to see if it helps me from getting my ribbon pulled out by mistake. Good tug. All right, so the tails are in front. So let's see what we can do with okay, Christy, I'll have to try that so that it doesn't come out. But for whatever reason, it made it wonky. So I'm gonna fluff on my. I'm gonna fluff it once I get on here. I plan to, because you relate to the party, you didn't hear me say that I was part of a master class. One of my coaches did a master class, so I'm going to go back on and watch her videos this weekend so that I can start making bows for the craft show that I'm doing. And I'm just trying to find the all right. I'm just going to fluff it out. I know I should have fluffed it out before I put it on, but I'm trying to respect the time, so see what I can get done. So now I'm just going to cut the tails. I may decide to cut them even shorter than I am doing it now, but for the sake of time. And some of the tails can be long, some can be short. It's all in your preference. I didn't realize how many tails I had. See, like they're going on and on and on. I think I got them all. All right. Can you see the tails? How does that look? I'll make the, because I want you to be able to read what it says, so I'll make sure that I get the bow right. But what do you guys think?